guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about a few of my favorite fictional characters. I just wanted to preface this video by giving props to the lovely ladies at Pretty Brown and Nerdy for coming up with this awesome video topic. And unlike BuzzFeed, I actually wanted to give you the credit. So let's just get started. There are probably quite a few on my list that I want to go over today, but our first one has to be Dick Grayson. I'm not going to go too much into this just because I actually did a video on 5 reasons why I love Dick Grayson more than any other Robin. So yeah, that's a thing. You should go check it out. It's in this box right here, probably. So I won't go into too much detail, but I love Dick Grayson because he is the original, he's the first, he is the pioneer, he paves the way for all other Robins. He has this rare opportunity to see Bruce in all of his glory, in his emotions, in his despair, and his happiness. He's right there. And plus he's super cute. Can we talk about how adorable he is in the new animated films? I really need him to get rid of that chain that he's rocking. I don't know what that's about, but he's super cute. And he's definitely at the top of my list. Moving on. So when I was probably about 6th, 7th, 8th grade, that section of my life, this anime was sweeping the world. And it was a card game where you traded cards and you dueled each other with monsters called Yu-Gi-Oh! Once it got super popular, they gave it a TV show, and then this TV show was not necessarily a super bad guy, but the first 2-3 seasons make it super clear that he is the main antagonist and or villain of the series. And of course I'm talking about Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba is the CEO of Kaiba Corp, and his father either passes away. It's never super clear, but he has become the leader, CEO of the company, and is taking care of his little brother Mokuba, which is super cute because we see that he has a heart and emotions, yay! But there was just something about his eyes and the raw power in which he wielded his cards. I'm totally gonna get dorky on you for the rest of this video, so I apologize if this is a side of Nerd at Minute you were not interested in. You just go ahead and exit right now, because this video is just, full disclosure, going to be total fangirl moment. So if that's not what you were looking for, please exit now, because I'm done apologizing and now I'm going to get back to the nitty gritty. Seto Kaiba was hot. He was hot and he was sweet, and he was caring to his little brother Mokuba, and he was commandeering and he was demanding and he knew what he wanted and he was going to take what he wanted, and plus he was the best. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons? Come on now. He was just handling them all. Okay, so I also have to go back to an older anime, Dragon Ball Z. A big crush of mine had to be Gohan. He was just so adorable, and he was the perfect student. It was like Chi-Chi got Goku, and Goku was that funny comedian, world's greatest warrior. And then she had Gohan, and Chi-Chi was like, I want Gohan to be extremely intelligent, I want him to be a businessman, this, that, the other. And she sort of kind of got that because he became a really good student, but... And I think that's one of the things I liked about him, that he was up for a challenge. When his dad was in trouble or the boys needed someone to help out in the fight, he was always there to help them, but he knew that his main role was studying And I think that's what attracted me so much to him, is because when I was younger, my parents were very strict about study habits. So many times per week in order to be prepared for your tests. And I felt like growing up with Dragon Ball Z that Gohan and I were in this same kind of situation. Next on our list is Haruka from Sailor Moon. You guys may know her as Sailor Uranus. I also won't go into too much detail for her because she is mentioned in numerous YouTube videos. I mentioned her in how I celebrated Sailor Moon Day. I also mentioned her in Kick-Ass Anime Females and quite a few of my blog posts, actually. So, moving right along. Space Commander Spock, because why not? My blog is actually named after him. Before Nerdette at Large was even a thing, my blog was called Vulcan Sugar and Spice. And it was a play on how Vulcans enjoyed different foods but weren't able to control themselves if they had sugar. So that was a thing. I already told you guys this is going to be dorky, so bear with me. So yeah, not only is he cute, but smart, he's worldly, like universally worldly, like they visit different planets, for goodness sake. Plus, Leonard Nimoy was an amazing person, and he helped push through a lot of firsts for the Star Trek original series television show that probably would not have happened without him, like Nichelle Nichols getting equal pay. That show had a lot of firsts, which is why it's one of my favorites to go rewatch. Moving on. X-Men First Class, Nicholas Holt's rendition of the Beast. Now, I think that Nicholas Holt is cute as human Beast when they show him what he can do and he hangs from the rafters. I also think he is attractive as furry Beast. The one thing I don't like about him, though, is that he's literally shoving the idea of this perfect person down Mystique's throat, which is why I don't think they're going to work out, even though I really wanted to. Like, I was shipping them super hard. But I think he's super adorable, and he definitely makes my list. Moving on. Mac from Veronica Mars. I'm not going to go too in-depth with this because I talk about Mac a lot in a lot of different posts. Mostly my Veronica Mars posts, which are more than I like to admit. I'm a huge Veronica Mars fan. I like Mac because she's smart. She's sarcastic and witty. Like, her humor level is on par with Veronica's, and the whole reason I enjoy watching and reading Veronica Mars is not only does she solve mysteries, but she has that sharp wit and sarcasm that I wish I possessed, and Mac has that. And I just think Mac is like the cutest thing ever. Let's go to James Bond. Not actually James Bond. More importantly, Ben Whishawa's Q, Skyfall, and Spectre. I just think he's absolutely adorable, and his character, the actor himself is pretty cute, but the character is more what I'm interested in. He's a cat owner, he builds gadgets, he's a computer nerd, like, he's perfect. He fits into my little box of adorableness. Let's move on. I think almost everyone that has watched Pretty Little Liars has a crush on this person, so this shouldn't be a surprise, but Ezra Fitz. English teacher, super romantic, literature quote lever. Like, what more do you want from him? Like, he's pretty much perfect, and he's adorable. He's healthy. He rides his bike around the city. He helps the girls solve their mysteries. Like, he's great. Ezra Fitz definitely belongs on my list because he's absolutely adorable. Moving on, there's a new show that I watch called Stitchers, and I have a huge crush on Camille from Stitchers. Camille is your run-of-the-mill, badass female character. She's not the main character, but she holds so much support, and she also has her own plot in the story. So she may not be our protagonist, but she gets just as much light as her. I love Camille's sarcasm and wit. I'm extremely attracted to men and women who have sharp wit and just sarcastic things to say. I think that a person with a sarcastic personality or a cynical personality is very sexy. I'm not quite sure what it is about that does it for me, but I think it's super neat attribute to have. Moving on, we're going to talk about anime. Let's move it back to Clamp's Cardcaptor Sakura. I had the biggest crush on Yukito from Cardcaptor Sakura. I loved that he was like that overprotective big brother type to Sakura. I love when he finally admitted his feelings for Sakura's big brother Toji. I really think the relationship that he has with Toya, Sakura's older brother, is very cute. And while Toya is kind of aggressive and like brooding, Yukito is very sweet and like bakes him cookies and things like that, and I just think that's super adorable. But before they became an item in the TV show, I crushed on Yukito super hard, and I'm sure I was not the only girl like urging Sakura on to go for Yukito even though he was a little bit older, because Yukito just had such a caring soul. So even if he was a little bit older than Sakura, we knew he was going to take care of her. So we were like, go Sakura, go. But she never really went for it, which made me kind of sad. Moving on. Let's talk about a newer anime, Beautiful Bones. There is a blog review up, so you should check that out. I'll put that link somewhere in this general vicinity. And let's talk about the badassness that is Sakurako Kujo. The main protagonist in the series, she is a lover of mystery and studies bones. And in the series, she has an assistant, Shotaro, and he helps her dig up bones for her study later on. But generally, the bones are connected to a murder mystery, which, ding ding ding, right there tells you why I'm so in love with the TV show, because if there's a murder mystery, I'm in like Flynn. But Sakurako is super intelligent, super witty. She's sharp-tongued. She takes no prisoners. She gives no fucks. But she is emotionally capable of caring for Grandma and Sotaro. And I think that her wit is pretty much bar none. Like, she has to be one of my favorite detectives of all time. And finally, we're going to scroll it back to Pretty Little Liars. Earlier I talked about Ezra Fitz. Now I'm going to talk about Spencer Hastings. I think you can see a kind of correlation with the people that I chose, because Spencer Hastings is the queen of cynicism. She is extremely sarcastic. Her wit is super sharp, and I pretty much love everything about her. Spencer is a go-for-it kind of girl, an overachiever, and the trials and tribulations that the girls go through throughout the series, Spencer is always the one to keep the most level head. And that's something that I really enjoyed about her and her character. And plus, Troyan is beautiful. Like, who's not looking at that? Let's be honest here. So, those are my fictional crushes. If you guys like this video, click the like button and leave a comment down below telling me who is on your fictional crushes list, and even better, you can leave me a link linking me to your YouTube channel showing me your video reply. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now!